Change your life today. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something right now. If you're sitting there waiting for perfect timing, waiting for everything to line up, waiting for life to hand you the green light, you're already late. Life don't work like that. You gotta move first. You gotta believe first. See, if you don't put faith in front of you, fear will take over behind you. And fear is the #1 dream killer. Now let me make this real plain. You can't change your life by playing it safe. You can't live your best life if you're too scared to jump. Listen, a bird was designed to fly. A fish was designed to swim. And you were designed to soar. But you'll never know what it feels like until you jump off that cliff and let the parachute open. Oh, let me be real with you. It won't open right away. Now you're going to get scraped up. You're going to bounce off some rocks. You're going to feel like you messed up your whole life. But if you just stay in the jump, if you trust the process, that parachute gone open. And when it does, man, you're going to see heights you never imagined. Now, let's talk about the struggle. Everybody wants success, but nobody wants the pain that comes with it. But hear me today, your struggles are not there to stop you. They are there to prepare you. The delays, the disappointments, the heartbreaks, the failures, those are your training grounds. You heard, every door that slammed in your face, it was just setting you up for the door you were meant to walk through. Here's the truth. Change doesn't happen tomorrow. It happens the moment you decide, right here, right now. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need everybody clapping for you. You don't need the money, the degree, the background. All you need is belief. And when you take that first step, when you show the world you're serious, watch how life starts rearranging itself for you. Watch how opportunities start finding you. Watch how people you never imagined start showing up to push you forward. So I'm telling you today, stop waiting. Stop wishing. Stop doubting. Make the decision. Change your life today. Because your blessing is already waiting. It's just waiting on you to move. Listen to me carefully. Before you can walk into any new chapter of your life, before you can build that business, chase that dream, or rise to the level you were created for, you got to settle one thing in your heart. Faith comes first. Without belief, you'll never even step into the starting line of your destiny. See, so many people are waiting for proof before they believe. They want to see the road all laid out. They want to guarantee that everything will work before they take the first step. But that's not how life works. That's not how change works. Faith is believing without seeing. Faith is saying yes when the facts tell you no. Faith is taking the step even when the staircase isn't built yet. If you don't believe it's possible, you'll never move. And if you never move, nothing in your life will ever change. Belief is the ignition switch to the engine of your future. Without it, you're just sitting in the car, staring at the steering wheel, wondering why nothing's happening. The key is in your hand. It's called faith. And until you turn it, you'll stay stuck where you are. Now, let me be real with you. Faith ain't comfortable. Faith will stretch you. Faith will take you out of your comfort zone and drop you into a place where you feel like you don't belong. That's the point. Faith doesn't work in the comfort zone. It only works when you step into the unknown. If you already had it figured out, if you already knew how it was going to work, you wouldn't need faith. Faith is for the impossible. Faith is for the moments when the odds are stacked against you, when the bank account is empty, when the doctor's report is negative, when people walk out on you, when doors slam in your face. That's where faith shows up. That's where faith separates the dreamers from the doers. Here's the truth: your belief sets the limits on your life. If you think small, you'll live small. If you believe nothing good ever happens for you, then you'll never even see the good that's standing right in front of you. If you believe the world is against you, you'll walk around defeated before the fight even begins. But when you believe, when you truly believe that you are destined for more, that your life has purpose, that your dream is possible, that's when everything begins to shift. Faith doesn't mean you won't have fear. Faith doesn't mean you won't have doubts. But faith means you move anyway. You do it scared. You apply for the job scared. You start the business with nothing but a vision. You get back up after the failure and keep moving forward because your faith tells you there's something greater on the other side of this pain. And let me tell you something about belief: the world responds to it. People can feel it when you walk in a room with belief. Opportunities show up when you carry faith. Doors open when you walk in with confidence that you belong there. It's not arrogance, it's assurance. Assurance that your future is bigger than your past. Assurance that your life is not an accident. Assurance that if you keep walking by faith, eventually the breakthrough will come. But here's the catch: you can't borrow faith. You can't fake belief. You can't just talk it, you gotta live it. Every day you wake up, you gotta choose to believe again, even when yesterday tried to knock it out of you. You gotta choose to hold on to the vision even when reality doesn't line up with it yet. Faith is not a one-time decision. It's a lifestyle. The greatest tragedy is not failure. The greatest tragedy is never trying because you didn't believe it was possible. Too many people die with dreams still inside them because they never believed enough to start. Don't let that be you. Don't let fear keep you from finding out what you're capable of. So today, make up your mind faith is the foundation of my future. No matter what it looks like, no matter how long it takes, no matter who doubts me, I choose to believe. Because once you activate that faith, once you lock in that belief, life has no choice but to shift in your favor. Doors will open, people will come, opportunities will find you, and your future will unfold in ways you couldn't have imagined. Faith and belief are not just positive thinking. They are the power that unlocks your destiny. And until you embrace them, you'll always lie beneath your potential. But the moment you grab hold of faith, the moment you dare to believe, it's game over for the old you. The new life begins. Word count. You 705, would you like me to keep expanding each keynote into long sections like this so the whole thing becomes a full-length motivational speech, like 20, 30 minutes? Or do you want them as separate standalone expansions? Life is not going to hand you your dream all wrapped up with a bow. Change doesn't happen because you hope for it, or because you sit around wishing things were different. Change requires courage. It takes boldness to step out of the boat and walk into the unknown. And let me tell you, the only way you're ever going to soar in life is if you make the decision to jump. Now, here's the truth nobody wants to hear: the jump is scary. The jump feels risky. The jump makes your heart race and your stomach flip. And that's exactly why most people never do it. They stand on the edge of the cliff of life, looking out at possibility, imagining what could be, but then they let fear talk them out of it. They say, what if I fall? What if I fail? What if it doesn't work? And so they stay stuck, grounded, watching other people live the life they only dream about. But here's the reality. If you don't jump, you'll never fly. You'll never know what you're capable of until you take that leap of faith. Yes, you might fall. Yes, you might hit some rocks on the way down. Yes, it won't go perfectly. But you can't let the fear of falling keep you from the possibility of flying. And let me make this clear. The parachute doesn't open right away. That's the part people don't like. You jump and immediately you think, oh no, I made the biggest mistake of my life. You feel the wind whipping. You're falling fast. You're scraping against the cliffs of failure, embarrassment, rejection, struggle. But if you hold on, if you keep falling with faith, eventually that parachute is going to open. And when it does, my friend, the view will be breathtaking. You'll see heights you never imagined. You'll feel freedom you never knew existed. But you'll never experience that moment if you don't take the jump. See, the jump is where you discover who you really are. It's where you stop living in theory and start living in reality. Anybody can talk about what they would do. Anybody can dream about success. But the ones who win in life are the ones who jump. Even when they're scared, even when they don't have all the answers, even when the odds are stacked against them. Think about it. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. That business idea that could change your family's future, it's waiting on you to jump. That book you've been carrying in your heart, it's waiting on you to jump. That new career, that calling, that purpose burning inside you, it's all waiting for you to stop playing it safe and leap. Playing it safe might keep you comfortable, but it'll never make you great. Now, some people say, I'm waiting until I'm ready. But let me tell you something, you'll never feel ready. If you wait until everything is perfect, you'll be waiting for the rest of your life. Readiness doesn't come before the jump. Readiness comes because of the jump. You figure it out on the way down. You learn the skills, you meet the right people, you find the strength, all after you take that first step. And let's be honest, failure is part of the process. You might jump and not land the first time. You might jump and it feels like nothing is working. But failure isn't final, it's feedback. It's teaching you, shaping you, preparing you. Every scar you get on the way down is proof that you were brave enough to leap when others stayed behind. And those scars will one day be your testimony when your parachute opens and people look at you flying. So the question is not, will it be scary? Because it will. The question is not, will I struggle? Because you will. The real question is, do I want to stay grounded? Or do I want to find out what it feels like to soar? Your wings are not going to spread while your feet are glued to the ground. Your destiny is not in the safe zone. The life you're dreaming of is on the other side of that leap. And yes, it takes courage. Yes, it takes faith. But you were not created to live ordinary. You were created to rise, to fly, to live with purpose and passion. So stop standing on the edge waiting for the perfect moment. Stop letting fear hold you hostage. Stop convincing yourself that safety is enough. It's time to take the jump. Trust that your parachute will open even if it doesn't happen right away. Trust that the fall is part of the process. Trust that the leap itself is what unlocks your future. Because at the end of the day, regret weighs far more than fear. You don't want to look back one day and say, I never tried. You don't want to wonder your whole life what it would have felt like to fly. You only get one life, so make the jump. Word count you 706. Would you like me to expand the last keynote? Embrace struggle as preparation into the same 700-word motivational style. So all three flow as a full-length speech. Life will not give you success without first testing you for it. Every setback you've faced, every tear you've cried, every door that's slammed shut in your face, it wasn't designed to destroy you. It was designed to prepare you. You've got to shift your perspective. Stop looking at struggle as punishment. Stop seeing pain as proof that you're cursed. The truth is, pain isn't punishment. It's positioning. It's moving you, shaping you, training you for the blessing that's waiting on the other side. Think about it. If everything came easy, you wouldn't be ready for the weight of your destiny. You wouldn't have the strength, the wisdom, the character, or the resilience to handle the very thing you're asking for. Struggle builds muscle. Struggle builds patience. Struggle builds vision. Without struggle, you'd quit at the first sign of difficulty. Without struggle, you'd settle for less than you were created for. Every person you admire, every success story you've ever heard, it's built on a foundation of struggle. They didn't just wake up at the top of the mountain. They had to climb it, scrape by scrape, cut by cut, fight by fight, and the same is true for you. Your current season may feel like a setback, but it's really just setup. Life is pulling you back like an arrow, not to keep you down, but to launch you farther than you've ever gone before. Now, here's what we get wrong. We think that struggle means we're on the wrong path. We think that if it's hard, it must not be meant to be. But the opposite is true. The struggle is confirmation that you're moving towards something greater. Nobody attacks what isn't valuable. Nobody tests what doesn't have potential. If you're being tested, it's because there's something powerful inside you that needs to be proven. Look at it this way: gold has to go through fire before it shines. Diamonds are created under extreme pressure. Seeds have to break apart in the dark soil before they can sprout into trees. Everything valuable, everything strong, everything lasting goes through struggle before it reaches its purpose. And you're no different. The problem is most people quit in the middle. They give up when the heat turns up, when the pressure feels too heavy, when they can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But the ones who make it are the ones who understand that the struggle is not forever. It's a season. Seasons change, pass. Darkness gives way to dawn, but you've got to endure it. You've got to keep walking, keep pushing, keep believing, even when it hurts. And let me be clear, the pain you feel right now is not wasted. Every hard lesson, every sleepless night, every time you felt betrayed or abandoned, it's teaching you something. It's sharpening you. It's preparing you to appreciate the blessing when it comes. If you never knew lack, you wouldn't appreciate abundance. If you never faced rejection, you wouldn't value acceptance. If you never walked through struggle, you wouldn't recognize the miracle when it shows up. The key is this: don't fight the process. Don't run from the struggle. Embrace it. Lean into it. Ask yourself, What is this teaching me? How is this shaping me? What strength am I gaining right now? Because the very thing you think is breaking you is actually building you. The very mountain in front of you is what's giving you the strength to climb higher. The very storm that feels like it's going to drown you is the same storm that's teaching you how to swim. When you shift your perspective and start seeing pain as positioning, something powerful happens. You stop asking, why me? And you start asking, what now? You stop complaining about what you don't have and start preparing for what's coming. And once you embrace the struggle, once you decide to see it as training instead of torture, you unlock a level of resilience that nothing can shake. So hear me, your struggle is not the end of your story. Your setback is not your final chapter. You are not buried. You are planted. And just like a seed, the dirt around you is not there to suffocate you. It's there to grow you. Stay in the process. Stay in the fight. Stay in the struggle. Because when the blessing comes, and it will, you'll be ready for it. You'll be able to hold it, protect it, and multiply it because the struggle trained you for it. So don't despise the hard seasons. Don't run from the pain. Don't quit in the middle. Embrace the struggle because it's the bridge between who you are today and who you are becoming tomorrow. Pain is not punishment. It's preparation. Struggle is not rejection. It's redirection. And every single battle you've faced is moving you closer to the victory you've been waiting for. Word count. Low 705, do you want me to now combine all three expanded steps into one seamless, full-length motivational speech so it flows like a powerful keynote?